Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to go over the new best gear setups in RPG Simulator for both offense and defense. Ever since the new Rune King raid came out, the best gear definitely changed up quite a bit. It replaced a lot of the gear that we used for a long time. Massive thanks to Ender Eye for letting me borrow this gear so I can finally make this video. Anyways, the best sword in the game for offense, there's really no argument. It is the Inferno sword. Gives 3.9 million damage, but the main reason why it's so good is because every single time your health goes down to 0, you basically become invulnerable for 15 seconds and you get a massive damage buff. Now, the description here on the weapon is outdated. It doesn't last for 30 seconds anymore, but it is still incredibly powerful. Now, the best ring for offense in the game is the Shield of Light. 2.75 million attack, 45 crit, 26 speed, and 50,000 HP. It is just ludicrous how much better that is than the other best ring. Now, the necklace you're going to want is the Burning Scarf of Truth. 4.2 million attack, 25 crit, 5 speed, and 500,000 HP. Now, comparing that to the previous best, it is better in almost every category except for HP. It is just absolutely insane. Now, the armor is going to be the Robe of the Azure Flame. It gives 4.75 million attack, 15 crit, 25 speed, 20 defense, and a million HP. Literally cracked. It is better in every way than the other best armor and kind of easier to get as well. Now, the best aura in the game is still Shadow Curse aura or the aura from EOT Hardcore. Both give the same stats of a very solid 10 all around and 1500 attack. Now, for offense, there are several different runes you can use, but I do recommend Rune of the Sacred Zephyr the most, although I know it is very hard to get. Rune of the Sacred Zephyr is going to be giving you the most DPS in the game out of any rune right now, and you're going to want to use both Windstorm, Cyclone, and then also Havoc with it. Now, also the Rune of the Reaper that just came out is a very good one as well. You can use Blaze / Calamity Havoc with that, or Blaze / Sword Splitter Havoc. Both are really good combos. But this one's a little bit harder to get because you have to get over 10,000 candies. Now, you can also do something like Rune of the Flame God. If you're doing Rune of the Flame God, I'd recommend Shatter, Acceleration Divider, and Havoc. If not Havoc, then I'd recommend Calamity. Depends on your situation. This is a very easy rune to get. The only thing you have to do is go to the Rune Shard crafting thing. You can get it as early as tier 3. I know it costs about 1,000 shards, but it is a lot easier to get than the other two previously mentioned runes. And there's several other options, so they're just some that come to mind. Anyways, let's get into the defensive setup. Now, for defense, in my opinion, the True Guardian is somewhat the best sword. Now, for defense, your sword really does not matter that much because it's defense. Your goal isn't to do damage. But this sword's good because if you're under a shield, you get an increase of 150% damage. And if you are a defensive player, there's a good chance that you're going to be using a lot of shields. Now, the best defensive ring in the game is the Orb of Life. You get 999,000 attack still, with 25 crit, 26 speed, and a whopping 3.5 million HP. Now, the necklace is going to be the Necklace of Frozen Water. This gives 2.7 million attack, 15 crit, 10 speed, and 4.5 million HP. It is essentially a much better version of the Binded Energy of Time. Now, the armor that's going to be giving you a ton of health is the Protection of Shadows. So this still gives 1.5 million attack, which is crazy. You're going to get 5 crit, 15 speed, 100 defense, and then 7.5 million HP, which is like by far the most HP in the game out of anything else in the game. Now, your aura is going to be the same thing, Shadow Curse or the other one, depends on what you want. And if you're using this setup, you're going to be getting about 272 million HP as long as your max stat. Now, the best support runes really depends on what your team wants you to do. If you want to be a good healer, Rune of the Partying is a great choice for that because you can be using Cloak of Light to give your allies dodge chance, Mending Sword for all that health back, and then Menacing Shout is also really good because it debuffs all the enemies. And the thing with support is basically every single setup you're going to want the gear setup I'm showing, because the more health you have, the more you're going to heal your allies. Another good support is, of course, the Rune of the Silencer. If you're going to be doing this, you're going to be utilizing Lure Jab as well as probably some heals. And then everybody knows the Rune of the Protector and the Rune of the Egg, the ones that are using Cloak of Light, and then that Safeguard. The Safeguard is where this sword comes in handy, because if you are a defensive player, you are probably going to be Egg or Protector Rune at one point, so this sword could be good. Now, to end this video off, you're going to, of course, want a tier 6 pet gem. That is pretty obvious. And then you're also going to want a max tier pet, and I highly recommend you get a crit pet with each crit over 26 at least. If you do all that, you should be able to get very, very good stats like the ones that I showed in this video. Anyways, guys, with that, I am gonna end off the video. Let me know down below if this helped you figure out what gear to use and for what situations. Also, let me know down below if you guys would want me to remaster and remake my Rune tier list, because it seemed like a lot of you guys enjoyed that video, and that video is very old and outdated nowadays. So do leave a like if you want to see a new version of that. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.